Hey guys, welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's go check out see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Yeah, that's another Peak Organic. This is their Amber Ale. I think this is the last one I had in the refrigerator and I want to get it out of there. After yesterday's review, it was pretty evident that they're using twist-off bottles, and I'm not a big fan of that, that's for sure, because I'm a home brewer and I can't reuse the bottles. It's just like buying a Budweiser with a twist-off top. I'm not a big fan of that. If you're going to go to this thing, put it in a can. That way I can crush it and go get some aluminum for it. They don't do glass in Virginia, so there is no refund, so this is garbage as far as I'm concerned. Well, on with the show, now that I've given my opinion, I've got up on that soapbox. This is their Amber Ale. It is organic, so all pure ingredients. They may even grow them somewhere, but since they have shipyard do their brewing, I don't know where they would actually grow it at, so they don't have a brewery. So that being said, they're out of Portland, Portland, Maine guys. American Amber / Red Ale, 5% ABV. Seems like most of their beers are session beers. I mean, they're 4 point something or 5% ABV beers. Year-round serving on this one. The food pairings for this is the cheeses are sharp, blue, cheddar, and the meat for this is beef, poultry, and fish. Glassware is pint, Becker Stein, a mug, side ale, about anything you want to pour it in. And like I said yesterday, with a beer like this, even a red Solo cup will work. Not recommended for extended cellar rings, 5% ABV. So without further ado, let's get it. Guys, I've got some bottle openers still here. Anybody wants one, let me know. We'll ship it out to you. So have a couple colors. Got one green left and a couple blues and reds. So that being said, speaking of red, this is a very copper color. It almost looks just like the nut brown that we did yesterday. Maybe just a tinge lighter than the nut brown, but it is still very copper colored. Didn't pour much of a head. Not a whole lot of bubbles. There are some bubbles going on in there, so let's get a nose on this one. I don't know if I could if I was blindfolded and you put yesterday's beer beside of this one. Other than this one, just having a slight amount of more hop presence than the nut brown did. Smells very, very similar. I get a lot of sweet roasted malt. Cheers, guys. This one does have a little more flavor than the one I had yesterday, but not a whole lot. Nothing outstanding. Seems like they're using the same malts for these two beers, or most of the same beers that I've had from them. None of them actually blowed my hair back. This one does have a little more taste, though. I will give it that. Fairly sessionable beers. A little on the thin side, but it does have a nice, sweet, roasty malt taste. A little bit of caramel coming out in that. Yeah, this is a step above what we had yesterday. So this one's going to get a little better grade than what we did yesterday. If this was if I was at a party and they had a bunch of this, or you can get this fairly cheap, it would be a good beer to session if that's what your intent is, to drink a bunch of beers and not get too bloated and still catch a buzz. But the 5% beers or less, they need to have a lot of taste for me, because I'm used to drinking the 6 and 7 and 8%ers, and they usually do have a lot of taste. And occasionally we do the Imperials and stuff, and they're anywhere from 9 to 12 and on up. I mean, we did an 18% a little while back, and it was pretty tasty. I usually don't go for those big beers. So without me rambling on, guys, It's just a step above, I think, what we had yesterday. I'm going to sip on it, let the other half try it like I always do. And we'll be right back. Stick around. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. Got just a little bit left. This one is a little more pleasant than the one we had yesterday. I'll have to give it that. It's got a little sweeter, not quite as bitter, a little more hoppy presence than the one they had yesterday. Of course, the nut brown's not supposed to be hoppy, and of course this is an American amber / red ale. You know, it's not supposed to be real hoppy, but it's got a more pleasant taste. So, final chug, guys. This one is just a smidge above what we had yesterday. So, guys, I'm gonna kick it up a notch to the 5, the B-, but technically it's a C+. It's still in the C average category. It's just a tad better than what we drank yesterday, guys. So, not been super impressed with Peak Organic Brewing so far, guys. So, Rate Beer has this 39 overall and 43 in style. And Beer Advocate comes up with an 81. So of course, they're going to be in the 80s. That's where they always are. This is not super impressive. If you see it, you want to give it a try, pick it up. It's not quite as bad as yesterday's Nut Brown, but it's a little on the average side to me. It's not got a whole lot of taste. If you're converting over from a macro lager, this may have plenty of taste for you. So maybe it's a good transitional beer. So that being said, guys, rate, comment, subscribe, and whew, I sure hope tomorrow's beer is better. I don't think it's going to be a peak. Join me then.